plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car, for babies in the back seat underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha 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 ha.
Good afternoon, Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is a Monday, October 2nd, 2023. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to make you so much money that you need a 10-ton truck. No, really, we're trying to help you become the best version of yourself by teaching you how to currency trade with our simple but highly accurate trading indicators. And I am going to go over, we have a dozen different trade strategies that we can use to trade. And when we train you, we customize a trade plan specifically for you, for your availability to trade and your risk preferences. And this is the one I like to trade with. On Monday nights, we actually do two different trade analyses. One for the normal trade I do, which is off the 1-hour chart, and one off the day chart that I use for the overnight trade. So with that, let's jump in. We first need to listen to this guy, and we can get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered. We do not and cannot track the results or perform private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns. Or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advanced written permission.
I apologize. I am still in Europe. I'm at my hotel, and the internet connection's been a little bit of a problem today, and also the computer's been acting up a little bit. So hopefully we'll be able to get through. I do, and I am coming back tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning there will not be a live trade because I'll be on an airplane on my way back. But one of the nice things about the program is that we do these live trades. We do them for several reasons, one of which is it's a teaching moment to show you one of the trading strategies from a trader that's pretty good. I do 3 live trades a week. This one that we were on now, and then one on Tuesday and Thursday morning. I also send a trade setup every evening around 4:15. So we're going to do the normal trade, and then we'll also do the analysis for the trade setup while we're together. When you become a regular member, we do live trades twice a day. One at 10 a.m. in the morning, which tends to be a little scalp trade. Another one at 10 p.m. in the evening, where they're trading the Asian and Australian markets. And our secret sauce, though, is twofold. One, we're so confident in how well the indicators work we'll let you trade with our money once we've trained you and split what you make. But the reason we're able to do that is because we are always training. In addition to the personalized one-on-one training that you get, which is probably the most efficient, effective way to learn, we've got group sessions, and then we also have continuing training every Wednesday evening. We've got an advanced member meeting, and every Saturday morning, back to the basics, where we're continuing to just review and drill in the various strategies, and it gives you an opportunity to ask questions. And then again, we've got additional paid sessions if you're so inclined. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps keep me kind of organized. Every day, good habit, restart your green chart, clears out the memory, and also picks up any updates as they are continually working on improving the green charts. In fact, they've got some new secrets that they're developing that are coming out. So they're in the beta testing of it now, but that's all I can tell you. That'll make it even more powerful, more simple and more powerful. Good tactic is every day is to review the trades that didn't go your way and figure out why. And because we have the simulator, we can go back to a specific time, look exactly at what the chart was saying, and see, what was different, why it didn't go the way you thought it would. The charts are highly accurate. Sometimes you might do everything right and it still not get it, but more often than not, you'll find that you made a mistake. As you keep track of those mistakes, they become fewer and fewer. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at telling us what direction the market's going to go. If we know what direction the market's going to go, we can take a little piece out of it. It is useful, though, to know what news is coming up, because news does impact currency, and we see that news on forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Let's see, why isn't it picking up where we're at? Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. And it's these red guys I try to stay away from, and ideally I don't want to be trading one of these items 2 hours before these news events. Right now we're coming up to 7 p.m. We have a bank holiday in Canada today, and in China. Typically, we don't trade China, the yuan. So we're not going to trade the Canadian dollar because of the bank holiday. The bank holiday screws up the volume or impacts the volume such that the indicators aren't quite as accurate. Australian dollar tonight at 11:30. Any trade that we take now off of the 1 hour chart should be closed before this 11:30, so we should be okay. And then tomorrow mid-morning, Swiss franc, and then tomorrow at 10. So any trades that we take, we should be all good with. We're not going to hit any news items, but we won't trade the Canadian dollar because of the bank holiday. The trade that I'm going to do is something called the 10-point signal. You can trade it off of any time frame. I like to trade it off of the 1 hour chart. That fits my personality, fits my risk preference. I like to get in and out. A trade off of a 1 hour chart, you should be able to get in and out of it between 1 to 3 hours. I like to be 30 minutes into the chart to let it form. And I am going for between 5 and usually it's between, you can get between 5 and 35 pips off of a 1 hour chart. And my sweet spot is about around 11 pips. So the strategy is simple. I'm just basically trying to get all the lines going in one direction. And when I do, I've got a high probability of the trade's going to go in the way I want. And I can get 11 pips out of that. If I can do that 3 times a day, I am going to be very successful. So with that, let's take a look. I am going to trade off of one of the standard charts. It's the Light 6 Major. It's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1 hour chart. And this first chart is all US-based pairs. So we're going to start with the Australian dollar, US dollar. I'm going to start in the middle section of the chart, the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where all of these lines are either below the red line or above the blue line. If they're below the red line, I want all the lines pointed up. And if they're above the if they're below the red line, I want all the lines pointed up. If they're above the blue line, I want all the lines pointed down. So here we got the minors pointed down, the majors going sideways. So they're not all pointing up, so I got nothing there. Euro USD. So if I don't have this, I'm just going to skip over to the next one. I don't have to do any more in the analysis. If I don't have part 1, I don't need to worry about part 2 or part 3. Euro USD oversold. Everybody's still going down. Can I get 11 pips when we're oversold going down? Yes, I can. But it's just not part of my trade strategy. Just not part of my trade strategy. I want the trade that's going to give me the highest probability. So when the lines are pointing down and we're oversold, I don't know how much is left. So I don't want to take that trade. What I want to get is something like here where the lines are going down and I can run it, I can catch it through the channel. Pound USD oversold, everybody's going down, so nothing there. Canadian dollar USD, majors coming down, minors going up, so I don't have agreement here. I want everybody going down. Dollar Swiss franc, majors are still going down, the minors have started to turn, so again, no agreement. Want all the lines going in the same direction. Dollar yen. Everybody's going up, but the majors never got oversold. Because of that, I'm going to pass. Now, if this were the Euro USD and this happened, I might consider the trade because I trade, I'd say 60% of my trades are the euro dollar. So I'm familiar with it. So if I see that little turn in the channel, I might trade it. I'll look at a couple other things. But for this basic trade, because it turned in the middle, I'm not going to trade it. Also, I will take a trade as long as the green line hasn't passed the halfway mark, and right here it's touching it, so that's okay. So we got everybody going up. Normally, what I would do is once it had this gone all the way down, I would then look at what the TNTs are doing and count how many lines are supporting the buy signal that I'm seeing here. So the two orange lines are going up, telling me buy. The blue lines, the dotted blue and the thick blue, are going down. The blue lines are inverse. So what that means is when blue goes down, that means buy. So the two blue lines are going down. So everybody's telling me buy here. So I've got part 2 of my signal, part 1, part 2, and then part 3 is what's the pressure doing? And I want either both of these lines going up, or I want the green line on top. I don't have that here. I've got the green lines going up, which is a positive, but the red line is sideways and going down. Can't quite tell. But in either case, the green line isn't on top, so we're going to pass. So I've cloned this chart and put 6 more pairs. And these are non-US based pairs. So let's keep looking. Euro pound overbought. Majors still going up, minors sideways, so nothing there. Australian dollar pound oversold. Again, disagreement. Majors going up, minors coming down, so I don't have agreement here. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's still going down. Australian New Zealand dollar, where minors are overbought, majors are just reaching overbought. Everybody's going up. So we're going to pass. I want to catch it down here. Like maybe here would have been a good time to catch it when you got that turn. Here, the difference is we were oversold and it's turned. Whereas before, it was in the middle of the channel and it turned. So I'm not as crazy about it when it's in the middle of the channel and it turns versus it having all the way gone to oversold. Pound yen, sideways, oversold and sideways. Euro Australian dollar, overbought, everybody's going down. And I have the third element, which we haven't really talked about, which is the double cross, where the red line is crossed over the green and the black line is crossed over the gray. So I got 3 points here. 1, we're oversold. 2, everybody's coming down. And 3, we've got the double cross. So other thing I like, doesn't count as a point, but I like the steepness on the green line. I like that the lines are clustered. There's more power in the signal when the lines are clustered. And I like that the green line is actually touching the blue line and going into the channel, versus here where the green line is pretty far from going in the channel. This is like going in the channel. On the TNTs, thick orange is coming down, thin orange is going up. So I may have one of the two oranges telling me sell, and dotted blue going up, thick blue going down. So only one of the blue. So I may get 2 of the 4 here. I really want to have 3 of the 4 minimum. And when I look at the pressure is sideways. The red line is going down just a bit, but the green line's on top. I want both lines either going down or the red line on top. So I don't have that here. So we're going to pass. You really only need 2, 3 good setups a day. 2 good setups a day, and you'll make a very good living. So I just wait for my setup, and it's the key is just having the patience to do that. Canadian dollar, yen, oversold. We don't have agreement between the majors and minors. Majors going up, minors going down. Plus, we're not going to trade the Canadian dollar today. Euro New Zealand dollar. The screen on my laptop isn't quite as big as the screen I've got at home, so I've got to kind of look at it a little bit better. We got everybody going down. we just touched overbought, but we don't really have the double cross. The red line hasn't crossed over the green one yet, so I'm going to pass. Pound New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going down. Actually, today we've had a lot of where the majors and minors don't agree. This is for whatever reason that's a little unusual. But New Zealand dollar, yen oversold. Majors going up, minors going down. Same with the New Zealand USD. Euro, Swiss franc. Minors have started to turn, majors still going down. We're oversold. So let's go. We've got another pair. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Oversold, majors still going down, minors have started to turn. Swiss franc, yen overbought, majors still going up, minors have turned. Euro, yen oversold, majors have started to turn up, minors are still going down. Pound Australian dollar, majors still going down, minors sideways. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc oversold, minors going up, majors are sideways. Green line's going up, red line's going down. So I don't have all the lines going up. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc oversold, everybody's going up, and I do have the double cross. So I've got 3 points here. Problem is it's the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar, we're not going to trade. When I go up to my TNTs, thick orange going up, dotted blue going down. So I may have 2 of the 4 here. I've got down pressure, but I do have the green line on top. So I've got a point here, 3 points here, but only 2 points here. I want 3 points here. For whatever reason, it's a bit of a mixed market today. Now, one of the great things, so we've gone through 24 pairs and didn't see a good trade setup. So I'm going to switch gears. One of the nice things is we've got multiple strategies that we can trade off of. And I am going to use another strategy and see if we can find a trade. And this trade's called the thick orange line trade. It's a scalp trade. This one you can really only use off of a 30-minute or a 1-hour chart. I prefer to use it off a 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, it's worth 5 pips. And basically, I'm looking, you can take this trade when there's 5 minutes left in the hour. And right now we're at 7 minutes. So by the time we look through all of these, it'll be down under 5. But I am looking for what the position of the thick orange line is. And this is a scaled line. And what I mean by that is it can go, when it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. When it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it thinks there's no more down in the movement. There's no more down in the movement, then that's the time to buy. Likewise, when it's at 10, it thinks there's no more up in the movement. When there's no more up in the movement, that's a time to sell. So there's 2 parts to examining this trade. One is what this number is. This is the number of where this line is. I want it to be either 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So 3 isn't close enough. 1.9 isn't close enough. 0.08, that's basically 0. So it's within 1 point. When I see this, then I want to see what the position of the red line is on the majors. And I want the red line on the majors to be have crossed the red line. It is touching the red line, but it hasn't crossed the red line. I want it to be another 1/4 of an inch below there. So I don't have the second part of it. What happens is when this is at 0 and this confirms that there's no more down on the move, when the candle changes, you'll get a little snap. and that snap is worth five pips. So we don't have the full signal here. 3 isn't close enough. 10 is close enough. Pound, Swiss franc, yen. But again, the red line's only touching. I want him up another quarter of an inch. Maybe where the black line is, or between the gray and the black line. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. 0.7 is within 0, within 1 of 0. And the red line is down below. So we've got both criteria. Problem is, it's bank holiday in Canada. So because of the bank holiday in Canada, we're not going to take this trade because the volume is down. And when the volume is down, we're not going to get that snap that we're looking for. So let's keep going, see what else we have. Hmm. 1.6, no. 6, no. 6, no. 3, no. 5, no. 5, no. I'm looking for 0 or 1, or 0 or 10, or within 1 point of either end. 5, no. 3, no. 5, no. 3, no. No. 9, yes. 9, yes. And the red line is above the blue line. So we've got condition 1 and condition 2. So we're going to take a 5 pip sell, on the euro pound. So if you're using MetaTrader 4, this is a demo account. I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and what did we say it was? Euro pound. All right, so euro pound. So File, New Chart. Euro pound is going to probably be down in this third category. Euro. Come on. Euro pound. I'm tired, so probably right in front of me, and I don't see it. Euro pound. He was in the second one. He was hiding. Let's see. I don't like this setup, so we'll use this one. Now I am going to go to File. Oops. Where is this thing? I'm sorry, I don't have this set up the way I like it. View. There we go. So new order. Pops up a window. To figure out my lot size or volume, I'm going to move this decimal place over 4 spots. So it's going to be 0.78. I can take anywhere from half a 0.78 to double 0.78. Since we're going to be taking a couple other trades after this, I'm going to take 0.78 because I can have 2 open trades at 0.78 without ruining my margin. We're going to take a market sell. Once it's recorded, I'm going to right-click on it, go to Modify, and this trade is worth 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. And when I click the little, put 50 in here, and I click the little blue button, it does the math for me. And because of the accuracy of this trade, we're going to use a 4-to-1 on it. So if I take 5 pips as a take profit, I'm going to use 20 pips for a stop loss. And I want to make sure I get my full 5 pips. So I am going to just, we got in at 86 68.1. So I'm going to go to 86.63.1. 86.63.1. All right, so we took a sell on the euro pound with a, I'll write this down here, with a sell on a euro pound with a take profit of 0.86631, 0.86631, and a stop loss of 0.86890. Stop loss is 0.86890. All right, and now let's see where we're at. All right, so now we're into the new hour. So on the new hour, this is when I take the overnight trade, when there's 1 hour left in the trading day. The new trading day starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So I am going to look off of a day chart, Euro USD, 1 day chart. So this chart has had 23 hours to formulate. And what I want to do is it's a modified version of the 10-point trade where I am just looking at what the green line is doing. Green line is going down. It's oversold and it's very steep. So this is telling me sell. I confirm it by looking at the 12 and the 8 hour. The 12 hour is just reaching overbought, oversold, also going down, also very steep. So it's confirming the sell that I'm seeing on the day chart. And on the 8 hour chart, green line is also going down. It's telling me sell. So we are going to take an 11 pip sell on the Euro USD. I like to see what the 4 and the rest of the chart is doing. This is telling me sell on the 4. Also sell here. It's sideways. Green line is starting to go up. So we're going to take a sell on the Euro USD for 11 pips. So I'm going to go to new order. I'm going to keep my lot size the same, 0.78. You can see my margin level is 1900%. This will bring it down to around 1,000. Usually want to keep it at 1,000 or above. So I'm going to go market sell. I'm going to right click, go to modify. Here we're going to take 11 pips. 11 pips is 110 points. I click the little blue button, does the math for me. We're going to use a little bit over a 3-to-1. I find that the extra couple pips prevent us from getting stopped out as often. So we're going to use a 35 pip stop loss. Click the little red button that does the math. We put it in, and I like to make sure that I can see the take profit and the stop loss. So we took a sell on the Euro USD with a take profit of 1.04717, 1.04717, stop loss of 1.05178, 1.05178. And now we're going to do the same thing with the pound yen. Wow, this looks pretty similar to what we were just looking at with the Euro USD. In fact, this changed because I don't think we had the signal when I looked at it last hour. So pound yen, we're in the last hour on a one-day chart. Green line is going down. It's just touching the oversold and it's going down steeply. So this is telling me sell. 8 hour oversold, going down. This is more steep than this, telling me sell. 8 hour oversold, not quite as steep, way overextended, also telling me sell. So these three, with these three, I'm going to take a 22 pip sell. Again, I'd just like to see what the 4 hours doing. 4 hours telling me sell. 2 hour is started to turn. 1 hour started to turn. Both are sideways. So we are going to take a 22 pip sell. 22 pip sell on the pound yen. So let's go to the pound yen. And I'm going to go to new order. I'm going to keep the lot size the same. Now, this is going to extend my margin. You see this brought it down to 1,000, 950. I'm really taking it a little lower than I should. But we're going to go ahead and sell. Like this is the most trades I can have open until one of these close. Really, two of them close. So we took a sell on the pound yen. I'm going to go to modify. Here, we're going to make it 22 pips, which is 220 points. And we're going to use a straight 3-to-1, 66 pips. Because of the volatility, we really need to go for 22 pips to make it work. If you did 11 pips on this with a 3-to-1, it wouldn't work. All right, so we took a sell on the pound yen with a take profit of 180.936, 180.936, 181.816 is a stop loss, 181.816. All right, gang. Thank you for joining me this evening. Tomorrow I'll be traveling back, so there will be no live trade tomorrow morning. No live trade tomorrow morning, and there'll be no overnight trade because I won't get home till 8-ish. But we'll recommence with the live trade on Thursday, and we will also I'll send out an overnight trade on Wednesday evening. Thanks so much for joining me. If you want to learn to trade, these indicators, I've been trading for 4 years, and these indicators have been like the golden goose for me. And I'm confident we can teach you for them to do the same for you. All right, thanks so much, and we will see you when we do. All right, bye-bye.